Hey Nutty Buddies, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing a family recipe, a famous staple Southern dish. It's commonly known as Southern hash brown casserole. You can get it at Cracker Barrel, but it's got nothing on ours. We call ours fat potatoes, and everybody in my family makes it a little bit different. I'm going to show you guys how I make mine. And really, no matter how you make it, I just feel like there's a disclaimer. If you make this, it's going to be a lot of calories, and everybody's going to like it, and it's going to get completely eaten up. You're going to probably need to make 2 pans of it, depending on the size of your family. And then every year, every get-together, every holiday, everybody, whether it's your family, your coworkers, your friends, whatever, whoever you feed it to, everybody's going to be like, you're going to be bringing that fat potatoes, right? Every year, every time, you're forever going to be expected to make this. So, fair disclaimer, and I'm going to go ahead and get to it. So I've given fair warning about my family's Southern hash brown fat potatoes. Fat potatoes. And as I've already said, we all do it different. But here's the ingredients I'm going to be using. 32 ounces of Ore brand diced hash brown potatoes. 8 ounces Kraft brand triple cheddar. 16 ounces sour cream. 1 stick of butter. Campbell's brand cream of chicken soup. Salt and pepper. 1 sweet onion. And some cornflakes. Now, in the past, when I make mine, I make mine a little different every time I make mine as well. So this time I'm adding cornflakes. I don't usually do that. Here's the recipe book. Just gonna open it up for you guys. So I've got the oven preheated at 375. Okay. And I'll go ahead and say the differences. Grandma didn't use any onion. She also, Grandma on my father's side, she also, as a topper, she used cheese or chips versus cornflakes. My sister uses cream of mushroom along with the cream of chicken. She uses heavy whipping cream instead of sour cream, and she uses 2 sticks of butter. And this one's my mom's written down here. My mom's. She doesn't even have any cheese on hers, so I kind of think she might have just semi-copied my sister's, because she's got a can of soup missing on hers different than my sister's. Anyway, the point is, you can get shredded hash browns, you can get your own potatoes, and cut them up. You can do cream of mushroom. You know, you're not confined to a particular way to do it. You know, you can add onion, you can add pepper, whatever. I look at it as like a giant baked potato. It's basically what it is. Okay, so y'all had fair warning, and it is what it is. So, just gonna be opening up this stick of butter here a little bit, and I had to get a new thing, a butter, because I had vegetable oil in there. I didn't have any real butter. So I'm just gonna coat the pan with the butter. Okay, so I'm letting 2 sticks of butter sit. That one that I just used to coat the pan, and another one. I'm gonna probably end up using like 1.5 sticks of butter. Now I got my cutting board here, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna have a little bag to put this in. There's a trick to if you have trouble with onions and crying. I think it's putting it in the freezer, but I don't seem to have that problem. I'm not really cutting the onion. Not really. I like to cut around that, what do you call it? Whatever that cork, I just call it a cork. It's probably not the right term. I'm cutting it in small enough pieces for it to fit into my little blender I got. Because I like them diced. Okay, so got a little trash can. I'll clean this up. Put these parts I don't want in the trash can. Put the parts that I do want in my little blender there. See how much I can get fit in there. Okay, so my husband helped me get this lid on and get the rest of the onions in there. And I threw most of the chunks away, but now I just have this bag that I put the bad parts in. There we go. off. Okay. Hands real good. Now these potatoes, I think I was saying before that I prefer Ore-Ida, but again, you can, and I prefer the diced. Other people in my family use the shredded. You can make your own potatoes. It doesn't have to be Ore-Ida brand, but they do need to be thawed, and they're not 100% thawed. So I'm just gonna kind of stretch them around here in the sink. It's therapeutic. Of course, you don't want to be thinking negative thoughts when you're cooking, but it feels good. Give those potatoes a what for. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead. Excuse me, I get itchy. So this bowl's clean. Got a little water in it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop the onions in this thing now. Handy Chopper Plus. I've had this thing forever. Black & Decker. Throw that in there. And this is a little tricky on here. Alright, so let's go ahead and dump that out. Let me get a normal size spoon. And a lot of times I just eyeball it. And I say that's enough onions. That's plenty. Okay. Go ahead and add some of the cheese and sour cream. Oops, here's a piece that didn't get chopped. Throw it over there. Okay. So next I'm going to go ahead and, I don't really feel like this has to be in any particular order, but this is what I'm going to put in next. I mean, you can do cream of cheese, cream of potato. Shoot, I lost my little trash bag. Oh, there it is. Not sure if you can. I'm gonna put it here in the sink. Cream of mushroom, onion soup, whatever flavors that interest you. But I will say, with everyone, everybody's recipes that I know about, everybody's got a couple things in common. What's in common is it's 2 pounds of hash brown potatoes, a can of cream of chicken soup, and salt and pepper. So everybody's got cream of chicken soup in common. Anyway, I'm gonna put about half in here. This cheese. And then I'm gonna do the whole thing of sour cream here. What did I do that for? Did y'all see that? Every bit of that sour cream in there. Here, I'm gonna put this on this. Well, now I lost that. I'll put it over here in here with this butter. I'll move the butter. I'm just gonna stir it real good. Get some of this stuff out of the way. Stir it real good in there. Oops. That's looking good. Okay. Now I'm going to do salt and pepper. I'm going to kind of look like it's a giant bowl of mashed potatoes. So, quite a bit. I always forget how to use this thing. Okay. I'm going to add the potatoes. And I noticed at the grocery store, and we went to Walmart, and they were out. They only had shredded, and then they went out of those. So you gotta be careful. If you live in the South, a lot of people make this or something like this. And like I said, I think I've already said it like 3 times. It's typically called Southern hash brown potatoes or hash brown casserole. Our family calls it hash brown. I mean, our family calls it fat potatoes because it's super fattening and they're delicious. There's a little water in there still. That's okay. No big deal. Okay. So now you can maybe understand why I got this big old bowl here. Let's see if you can kind of give you a look at these bowls. They're old. They're old country bowls. Real nice. And I'm going to add a little bit more cheese in there. I'm going to leave, I guess, I'll leave about that amount. Oops. Whew. I'm just going to stir it up real good. Some of these didn't get broke up. It'll be all right. Gonna, I got it the wrong way here. Oh. That bowl is not spotless, and I am going to do my best to make it be spotless. Every single bit of this stuff. You know what? Get spatula. That's good enough. Now, I use this big spoon. So I just kind of even it out with the spoon, the back of the spoon. And try to. I'm going to put 20 minutes on the microwave for that butter. Use this little spoon. Take the butter and just kind of drizzle it over the top like that. I know it don't look very good right now, maybe, but trust me, it's gonna be good. And we're gonna make it look pretty. Okay. Now, we're going to pop it in the oven for 45 minutes. Okay, so the oven's preheated to 375. And I'm going to get my timer down and set it for 45 minutes. Be careful. Okay, this way. I'm going to set my timer for 45 minutes and we'll get back to you. Okay, it's time to get it out of the oven. It's been 45 minutes. Careful. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and move it over here. I'm going to keep the oven on and just let it cool down a little bit. Sit over there. And get. Now you're supposed to measure, and the measurements are 2 cups, but I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna this box here. Best choice. Actually, I will use it, just not, oh, what the heck. I will use it just so that I make less of a mess. I'm still gonna make a mess, so. That's 3 cups. And actually gonna zip it up real good. Okay. So I'm going to take a taste. Ooh, it's greasy. Greasy. So I'm going to stir it. I'm actually going to stir it before I take a taste. Get my I was gonna think it might need more butter, but it clearly don't need more butter. It's hot. Whew. It's good though. Have a taste. Let's see. I put a little bit more onion in it, but no, my husband doesn't particularly care for that, so I'm gonna leave it. Now I'm gonna put some rest of that cheese. Usually I just put even more cheese to just cover it up and make it look pretty. I don't usually use the corn flakes, so that's try to spread that around a little bit better on that cheese. And then the corn flakes kind of soak up some of that butter. This off here. Oops. I guess this thing just came off, but it's all right. I was able to get it back on, no problem. Let's use this kind of, whoops. Oh no, I was supposed to make my mom a little tart. Oh well, I'm gonna have to mess it up. That's okay. Plans have changed for my family Thanksgiving. My family's Thanksgiving. And basically I told my mom that I was going to be making this, but that I was going to be making it on Sunday, and she wants me to bring her some. So, oops. That won't bother my husband, will it? He's helping me out right now by filming this part. Such a sweet man I got here. Okay, and I'll just take here. Let me see if I can clean this up a little bit. So this is a pumpkin spice season here. And there's uncertainties around Thanksgiving this year, but anyway, I'm just gonna bring some for her. She asked me to. But we'll have this fresh for my husband to eat because that's what we wanted to do. He wanted fat potatoes and tacos. So I know I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. This is why I'll be giving this to my mom. Her little portion. So then this thing did end up coming handy. And I just want to kind of clean it up around the edges here. There. And I'm going to take some of this chippy things with my hands. Hopefully that's okay. Let me just get some out and wash the spatula off again. This is a clean, we got a new one. It's a clean, what you call it, dish rag, whatever. Cats aren't even trying to come in the kitchen. Monster knows better now. When I'm cooking, he's not allowed in here. I think that looks pretty good. And then on this, just kind of, I think that's fine for that as well. Okay, so now, excuse me. So I'm going to put it back in the oven now. And it'll be another 15 minutes on that. guys. I would suggest letting it cool. And thank you for watching. Enjoy. Another thing that goes with the fat potatoes is, as a tradition, I'm not sure if it's a tradition just within my family, but it's supposed to bring good luck, and it might even be for a different holiday that I'm thinking of. It might be like New Year's or something, but I always feel like I want to have black eyed peas with the food during the holidays. So it's really easy. I just take the pan, dump it in here, just dump it right in there. Put some pepper in there. Heat it up, stir it around. That's all there is to it.